Hello everyone, JavaMentor.net here. Let's learn about static keyword. So I created one list here, added through 3 elements and then tried to print those names. And as you can see here, those names are printed in the exact same order how I added them inside this list. Let's say that I want to reverse the order. So Peter becomes first, John is the second, and spasoje is the third. How to do that? Well, if you think with the things that we already know, probably we need some class and there is some function inside that class, right? So we will probably need to create a new object of that class, and then probably we should say that I don't know, whatever the name of our object is, dot, and then call method called reverse, right? Because there is a method called reverse inside that class. And then maybe a question will appear in your brain, but why do we need that object? Like, can't we just directly call that function without creating an object? And that's exactly what static keyword is all about. I will show you collections. This is one of the most popular classes in Java. Collection has static class reverse. So, as you can see, this method is static, which means you can call this method without creating an object of class collections. And if you try to system out print line names now, those names will be in reverse order. Okay, that's about methods. So you can call static method without creating an object of collections class. Now, regarding fields, we can take a look at our person class. So every person has first name, last name, and height, right? So if we try to create new person, person p equals new person, and we say p dot first name equals spasoje, and then we try to create another person, and that another person is John. And if we try to print line person dot first name and person two first name, you'll see different first names because every person has a different name, right? And this first name is specific to every object. So every object has different first name. But what if we want to have some field that is the same for all persons? So let's say that we want to put one attribute here which is called max age, and this max age represents what is the max age in years that one person can live. So no person should live more than 130 years, right? And now if we want to print that max age here, system out print line, we can do that by doing p.maxage, but the problem is that we can say something like this: so person 1 max age is 200 and p2 max age is equals to, I don't know, 150. As you can see, this max age for different objects is not the same like any other attribute. So and also another problem is we want to print max age. Why do we need a specific person which is called spasoje or John? We should be able to access that field without an object, right? And to achieve that, we can mark this field as static max age. And then what will happen? Now we can do something like this: system out print line person, so so name of the class, and then name of the static field. I will just comment this for a second and I will show you why this is still compiling. So, as you can see, 130, and we printed something here, and we didn't create a new object P or P2 for max age. And this makes sense. This max age is on a class level. It's the same for all objects. It doesn't change per object, but it's specific to all objects of our class. That's why we don't need an object to print that max age. Now, we can of course access this static field through every object, but let's try system out print line after every single change. So I will go person.maxAge here, and then I'll go here, system out print line person.maxAge here. Every time we change max age on one object, max age is changed on all objects. And you can even check that, like we changed max age on object P, and let's try to print P2 max age here, just to see what will be the result. Well, this is 130 from our console, and then we changed P max age to 200 and tried to print line max age of the second object, but nevertheless the second object changed as well. So we are changing static field, which means that field changes for all objects. And that's regarding static keyword. You can, if you put static on your method, you can call that method without any object. And on the other hand, if you put static on your field, that field is the same for all objects. And the last small important thing regarding this static keyword is we created our two objects here, right? One is spasoje and another is John. Okay, let's go to the person class, and if we try, let's say, to make this describe me static, right? We can now say person.describeMe, because that method is static and you can call that method without an object, right? But the problem is, here inside the method, we are saying I'm a person and my name is, and then we are saying print the first name, but static method does not know which first name to print. First name of which object? Because this first name is different on every object, right? On first object is Spasoje, the second name is John. And that's exactly the reason why non-static fields, you cannot access those fields inside the static method. We had that problem previously in our static method main when we tried to call some methods that were non-static. So you cannot access non-static methods and non-static fields in the static method. That's not possible.